Well, it's 5 a.m. Couldn't get any of my buddies to come out today. I think Chris Torres, he said he's been out quite a bit lately, but he's coming out during the week. Unfortunately, I can't get away from work. So Saturday's my only shot. And Renee's got. Alright, good morning folks. Damon Fay Outdoors. Really happy to be back out. Folks, thanks for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, thanks. Hope you decide to stick around and check out some of my other videos. Hope you become a subscriber. At any rate, we're out at the East Fork San Gabriel River. This is Southern California, and for me, this is like one of the only places that I've found so far. There's some other places around, but I haven't gone. But this is the only place I found so far where you can drive maybe an hour from the city, and I thought it was a bear. At any rate, you can drive maybe an hour from the city, and you're in some pretty high-raised mountains. And beautiful area. You can see mountain range behind me, and this is the East Fork going up. Goes quite a ways, and if you're into hiking, there's a place called Bridge to Nowhere, and literally it's a bridge that goes nowhere, probably about 5 miles up from where I'm at. And so again, this is one of the only places I found that you can come out, drive an hour, and then you're in some really rugged country, but it's really close to the road, really close to some very high traffic, very popular hiking trails. At any rate, so we're out here gold prospecting this morning. I got here about 5 a.m. It's probably getting close to 6. Took a while for me to find a place to set up. Did some test pads. We found a few colors where I'm at, so I'm going to start working here. But this is where I got my box set up today. I brought the cow sluice. I intended to go up further upstream to one of the places that I've been going to where I seem to get quite a bit of gold. But Chris and Renee weren't coming out. I'm not sure if Gustavo's still coming out, but I didn't want to hike up there today and be alone. And I know that this area there's gonna be some other people in this area anyway. Chris Torres was digging somewhere around here, probably I don't know, probably 100 yards down river from where I'm at. But I got my box set up. I think it's pretty good. Got the V going. Nice smooth flow of water. It's not choppy. Got a little bit more of a pitch, but the water level is low through the box. So the steeper pitch isn't really going to have that much of an effect. You'll see. I'm gonna dump a bunch of material in this thing and just let it slowly sift through. But as you can see, someone was digging here, and I'm not sure if it'll show up in the camera, but there's 2.5 feet of fluffy overburden, but it's all small gravels and sand, and then there's two. Looks like 2 10-inch layers of clay. One layer, and then there's maybe a I don't know, 2-inch layer of gravel and cobble under that, and then another layer of clay. I don't know if I'm going to mess around with any of that. I took a sample from the top fluffy stuff right on top of that clay, that first clay layer, and I got a couple of pieces of gold, but again, it's all going to be flood gold. If anything, I'm not going to bother with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dig right here. I'm just going to dig this out right here, and it's, you know, my box is right there. That's right there. Take a scoop, one step, drop it in the box, and I'm good to go. So, wish me luck. I'll be back, and we'll see what the day holds. All right, folks, thank you. Alright folks, so again, I was thinking about digging here, but it's all flood. There's a flood layer on the top, about 2.5 feet. There's about 10 inches of clay, 2 inches of gravel and sand, and then another thick layer of clay. And I took a sample from the top right there. I don't know if you can see that little lip right there. So I took a sample from there, right on top of the flood layer, and I got, a couple of little micros. So I decided not to dig those, and I started digging here. I don't know if you can see. I want to come back here for a sec. There's this really big boulder right here, and I'm down at the same level as that boulder, a little bit below, but then there's two big rocks here. So whoever was digging here, they dug down under this, and I have to imagine they were getting gold. They wouldn't have committed that much time. So I'm thinking, if I go on the other side of this rock, I won't be where that flood layer or that clay layer is, and I'll be able to get maybe down here. As long as it doesn't start filling with water, I'll be good. But that's about 18 inches by 2 feet. 6 inches of silky top layer sand, and then I got to some gravels, and it's I don't know. It looks like decent material. I haven't seen anything in the V matting. I thought I saw one little piece, but I poked it and it took off on me. Hopefully, if it was gold, it's down in the riffles. But we'll turn this around. Okay, so I turn this around, and again, I'm not seeing. There's the tiniest little speck somewhere in there. I can't see it now, but anyway, there's a tiniest little speck in there. I don't really see anything else. I'm going to do a clean out and see if I'm getting anything. Even if I'm not, I'm probably going to dig that out and go down a little bit further, get those bigger rocks out of there that I was just talking about, and see if there's anything down in there. Run maybe another 5 buckets out of that and see. If not, I might venture elsewhere. I might start clearing that out and digging in there. I don't know. Alright, so bear with me. I'm gonna try to do this so y'all can see. Now, I'm just gonna pan it back really slow because I am not good with this Garrett pan. I like the cheap pan that has the little lip on the back side. It just seems easier for me to bounce the water off the back to pull it down a little bit by little bit. But there's some gold in here, and I'm surprised because again I didn't see anything in the V matting at the top, and I don't know if it's even worth having that thing in there. So I don't know if you can see, but there's a bunch of little spots in there. Little gold. One of my videos, the biggest piece I have was like a small tiny cornflake. I keep calling them cornflakes because they look like cornflakes to me. But maybe a 1/4 inch in diameter, and again I don't have a scale, so I don't know what these things weigh. I don't know how much gold I have. Honestly I'd be surprised if I had much more than a gram for all my effort. And you'd be surprised. You look at all my videos and all the amount of dirt that I've moved in the first 1.5 years that I was doing this. I wasn't getting anything Oh yeah, I got something, but I wasn't getting anything worth my while except the adventure. Promise you there's some gold in here, but huge amounts of black sand. I don't know if you can see over here in this corner. Little pieces in there. There's a little cluster, probably 15 pieces right there. It's a little better view of it, I think. Probably end up fast forwarding this, and I'm gonna keep all this concentrate. I'm just going through it too quick, and there's so much black sand. Probably should have did this and then shown you. Looking kind of promising. I mean, the sluice box is lit up. All little gold, but there's gold showing. There's 4 pieces. There's another decent little piece. There's a couple pieces. There's a decent piece of some micros. There's another little piece. Up at the top of the box, there's a piece. And there's just little stuff all through here. So, feeling pretty good, I think. We'll get back in. Alright folks, so hole's getting deeper. We're taking out those rocks, that rock over there, all of these rocks. Built this berm, and I'll tell you what, I think we're having a good day. I don't ever recall seeing this much gold in the V matting. Maybe close, but still not this much. And it's only 9:15, I think. So good 3 solid hours of running. Not even that. All right, so I'm packing up. I'm gonna pan out the concentrates when I get home from that last cleanup. I've got about a little more than half a cup of black sands and concentrates, and I panned it back a little bit just really quick, and there's got to be 70, 80, I mean maybe even 100 pieces of gold. I mean visible pieces of gold, and I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it in the bottom of my bucket and then take it home and pan it out really slow. I'm gonna cut out of here. I want to do something else before I leave. But that's the hole. Again, this is the hole where I started, but it undercuts here. Can't really tell on camera, but that hole over there is about 7 feet across from that rock to there, and probably 4 feet, 3.5, 4 feet deep. 4 feet deep. I would say 3.5 feet deep. And it undercuts over here as well. Again, that's where I had the box, and I built this berm with all the rocks from here, and then all these over here, and then those big ass rocks there, and there's a few more over here. My back's sore. It's been a long time since I've been out here, and it's going to take some getting back into shape before I don't feel it like this. All right, if you've seen in one of my earlier videos where we took my grandson up into one of the abandoned mines, there's some stonework buildings up along that gorge, and I brought the drone. I'm gonna see if I can get up by the trailhead going up there and get some aerial shots of the cabins. So like I said, I'll pack up, get back across the river, get up onto the trail, and we'll be back. All right, folks. So I'm on my way out. Took some drone footage. It's a lot harder than you would think. Certainly don't want to lose my drone. And I guess being in these mountain valleys, there's no, unless there's a satellite right overhead, it's hard to get more than a couple of satellite connections, and you need several with the drone to have a return to home set up. And it wasn't saying return to home, and I was getting nervous in that narrow gorge. I didn't want to hit any bushes and have to trek up there and try to find my drone. And if I got in a pinch, I couldn't press return to home because it wouldn't come home. You can see behind me. I don't know if you can see behind me. I can't see what the hell I'm looking at. It's all washed out. But anyway, right behind me is where I was digging, down there somewhere. And as you can see, the tree in the center of the screen, I was probably to the right of that, probably 40 yards, 50 yards. Got some good gold, and I suspect somewhere over there is where Chris was digging. He said about 100 yards down from Heaton, and I'm about 80 yards down from Heaton. So anyway, I'm tired. It's early. Got some good gold. Like I said, I'm going to pan it out when I get home, probably tomorrow. Yeah, I just want to say summer's coming. spring break's coming. Beautiful weather here in Southern California, folks. Get your kids outdoors and don't let them sit on their devices or watching videos on the computer. Get them outdoors. Get them in the dirt. Let them do something in nature. Take care.